Welcome, students. Good morning, all of you. Welcome to my channel, Smart Codings by Shoykot Banerjee. This channel specifically is created for various concepts on Java programmings. It includes notes and complete solutions of questions for beginners and ICC students. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. This channel basically includes this video basically includes a topic: introduction to methods, what is methods and definitions, why do we need methods in Java, and various programming examples using methods. So let's start without wasting time. In this slide, you can see the definition of method is being written here or given here. It is a block of statements grouped together by a name to perform a particular task or an operations of a program. As you can see, the name suggests that it is a block of statements grouped together. It's a block of statements only. You can see the cursor over here. I'm pointing it grouped together to perform a particular task, that is additions. So it includes basically two things, that is the method declaration. The first line of the method header is called method declaration, this line, and the method definition, that is the method body, which includes the actual working of the method. One thing to keep in mind, that what all things method declaration includes. It includes the methods access modifier, then it includes return type of the method, what type of value it will return, and add method, that is the method name, and parameter list and the parameter list. So inside the method block, in the curly braces over here, you can see that sum equal to a plus b means it is the actual working of the method is being defined in the method body. Now the last statement is the return statement, which simply signifies that or says that it returns some value to the function. That is, as the return type is integer type, it returns some value to the function, that is return sum is mandatory to write. So this is what is definition. An example of method block, a small block of code I have shown you with an example over here. Now let's move on to the next slide, students, to see what is there next. Now you can see that this slide here. Now the question arises: why do we need methods in Java? What is the problem if you don't use methods in Java? So let's figure out some things. Why do we need some these methods in Java while writing a code in this? First is to reuse the code. For example, if you want to perform a particular same kind of task multiple times, it is very difficult to write the code multiple times. So instead of writing a code multiple times, we will use the code by writing it one time. Okay, so it helps to reuse the code, meaning one thing to perform again and again. No need to write the logic every time. Second is to simplify the code, meaning when you group a logical parts of program into methods, it reduces complexities to hide irrelevant details and method details from the rest of the code. Okay, it makes to simplify the code by hiding the logical parts. Next is it helps to achieve the top-down approach of a programming by breaking the bigger problem, a whole program, into a small sub problems. That is what is a top-down approach. Now the next point is a program that uses methods occupies less space and executes faster. Here, obviously, if the program size is smaller, it will occupy less memory and it will execute faster. So these are the basic few points you need to keep in mind. Why do we need methods in Java? So let's move on to the next slide. Here you can see, students, a small piece of code which shows the addition of two numbers. See, in this, first see the cursor over here is a class method demo. Then the main method, as you can see over here. Then there are three variables declared of integer type, a and b. The value has a 10 and 20, and it add two numbers and print the result as sum. This is a small piece of code. Without methods, it is written over here. Now, if the requirement comes to add four numbers of integer type, again we have to add c and d. So variables are increasing over here. And if the requirement comes to add double type values over here, add double type values for additions or float type. So like this, you can see over here. the new requirement, that is a double type is being added over here. So see, extra one line, and here one line, and here one line, 3 lines for extra you have to add over here, which is increasing the code size, hence it degrades the performance of the program. So to overcome this kind of problems in Java, we use methods basically. So this program we will be using methods, we will solve and let you know that how it works. So let's move on to the next slide over here. So writing methods makes it more simpler and easier. Let's take a look. Public class method demo. It's a method class name written over here. There is a method underscore demo. Int sum is an instance variable which is of integer type. Now you can see in this slide over here, there is one method written here, int sum, int a comma int b. So sum is a method which what it does, it basically adds two number, that is a plus b, sum equal to a plus b, and return the value sum. A return statement is must because it is integer type here, it is not void over here. If it is void, then return statement is not required. Okay, now we'll just call this method from the main method by creating objects because it is a non-static methods. Students, keep in mind, if the method is a non-static method, it can be called, it should be called it, or it must be called using objects. So next, move on to the next slide. Now see, one display method is there which is also a non-static methods. So this method, what it does, it actually prints the output. Now from the main method, I'm passing two variables, that is x equal to 5 and y equal to 10. Now after creating an object of method demo class ob, we are calling these two methods. Now x and y will be passed to this sum method argument list, that is a equal to the x value will be assigned to a and y value will be assigned to b, and we will calculate the sum and we will print the sum by the display method. So this is how it works. So these are the block of codes, a display method, and you can see over here it is a sum method. So all these are non-static methods, that's why it can be called, it must be called using a object of the class. Okay, so students, if this video is helpful for you or really useful for you, please do like, share and subscribe and comment it all your doubts. Thank you.